We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing on first down is Allen, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now throwing again. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lyons. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, this is Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going. But that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little 5 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And some room to work. And Cook has it left side. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
To throw, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back.
Hunter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll check this one down to Michelle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over! 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 Over!
Out of the gun. They'll look to. And that's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. On play action, they'll throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Over!
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 62 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now, a chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. It's caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football.
And this is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there, 48 yards, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And his kick is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22. From midfield, here's Allen. Man open left side, it's Williams. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Left side, Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. From the left side, complete. That's Lions. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out come the Falcons now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Allen. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Allen escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. On the carry, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A beautiful spin and room to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it. Anyone who's here in the stadium, they've got to be having a blast wondering who's going to score next and who's going to gain an advantage. The people who hate this,
the guys that play your old position.
my old position, anyone on defense, this is not a satisfying game for them, not at all.
Yeah, these offenses rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Going right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Parks, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the ground, Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it running right. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On 2nd down, Michelle. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit!
He'll look to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Hey, you've got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
Allen.